Were you guys drunk yet?
Yes.
You would kind of walk in like something was up your butt.
I would want him to take Charles' spot.
Hold on. Let me clear up something. So some dude was trying to get somebody to gang up on you with him?
Oh yeah. Like, do you think there's a conspiracy?
I of course do not think there's a conspiracy. I think it's ridiculous.
If it was anybody running other than him, they would have made it.
Welcome to our first episode of Couch Therapy. It's like a new series where we just sit down and talk to each other like we would.
About whatever we want.
It's not a podcast, but it's not podcast. You know what I mean?
If you follow that. Where do you want to start us off,
start.
baby?
How are you?
I'm good.
How are you?
I've been good. Work's going pretty good. Had a pretty good day today. And got back from a bachelor party. And
You did get back from a bachelor party.
I thought I was feeling really well when I came back. And then I didn't. I didn't have to throw up, so that was nice. But I was really nauseous for a good portion of the day.
What really got me was when I didn't think like you were sick. Like you walked in and you were fine. But when we DoorDashed bagels.
Yeah.
And we went downstairs to get the mail and stuff, and we were walking, and you were just, to say it bluntly, you were kind of walking like something was up your butt.
Admittedly, that was the time of day when it felt the worst.
Yeah.
And that lingered for a bit.
Yeah.
to put it bluntly, that was the worst, and it lingered.
We were about to eat. I thought you were okay again when we came back up, and then you literally just got up and you go, I'm gonna go throw up. But you didn't.
But I didn't. Yeah.
So how was the bachelor party?
Bachelor party was fun. We went to, let's see what we did. We got an Airbnb. I thought we were going to get an Airbnb in LA. It was not. It was in Santa Ana.
Which is pretty close.
Which is really close. I think total it was like a 30-minute drive between me going to my buddy Jake's, picking him up and the other guys, and then going there. Total drive was about 30 minutes. So easily the closest bachelor party I've ever been on.
Yeah, you didn't have to drive 3 hours.
So yeah, we went to the Airbnb, hung out a little bit. I didn't know a lot of the people there, so like got to talk to and get to know everybody that was there. We went to dinner, got Korean barbecue, which was really delicious. I probably ate way more than I should have, but it was really, really good. Went over to a brewery that was like 5 doors down from the escape room that we went to. And the escape room was pretty fun. It was Prohibition themed. And we got out and stole all the bottles with 2 minutes to spare.
How ironic that you guys were probably drunk when you did the escape room about Prohibition. Were you guys drunk yet?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. Like,
How
people
ironic.
had drinks at Korean barbecue. We definitely had drinks before we went to Korean barbecue. We went to the escape room from a brewery.
Yeah. It seems like we're going to mostly be talking about sports today, just because the Super Bowl has just happened. Formula 1 is about to start.
Had some interesting news there.
Baseball is about to start. And the hockey is currently happening.
Hockey is happening, yes.
Tell me how you feel about your boy, Carlos.
All right, so
leading Ferrari in 2025.
yeah, so we're going to start off with F1. So my favorite driver is Carlos Sainz, and he's currently on my favorite team. Ferrari, and there was some pretty polarizing, I'll say, news.
That my favorite driver, Sir Lewis Hamilton, is taking your boy's spot.
Well, not only that, he's leaving your favorite team.
Yes.
In order to take my favorite
And he's
boy's
been
spot.
there for like 10 years, over 10 years, 11 years or something like that.
Yeah.
And we're shocked. We thought Lewis would retire with Mercedes.
I'm mostly sad about Carlos. Lewis joining Ferrari, it is what it is. Like, I don't dislike him. And I think he's going to bring probably a different perspective to Ferrari that they don't have, because they have been struggling in some like team strategy areas, I feel like, as of late, especially when Carlos got the only win last year, and the only reason why he won was because he didn't listen to the team strategist. I can definitely say that a weak point of Ferrari that stuck out last year was their strategy, because multiple times, like Will and some of the commentators were even saying like how like Carlos got the win because he didn't listen to them, or like they didn't understand what Ferrari was doing, or just comments like that. I'm sad Carlos is gonna go. We'll see where he goes to. I think he will have a seat. I'm not worried about him getting a seat because he's still a good driver. The question is, where is he gonna go?
Yeah.
Lewis takes his spot, not this upcoming season that's gonna start, but next season. So he's still got a whole year to figure it out.
True.
I'm assuming you're going to ask me where would I want him to go?
Yeah.
I would want him to take Charles' spot on Ferrari. But that's not what's going to happen. So, I don't know. I mean, he's probably not going to go to McLaren because they have no reason to pick him up. I mean, maybe he goes to Red Bull, because I don't think Red Bull's too keen on keeping Checo.
Yeah, but that would be so sad. He's like a pretty good teammate to Max.
Yeah. I don't know, because like the alternatives to McLaren and Red Bull are like not fantastic alternatives as of right now.
Yeah.
I mean, there's formerly AlphaTauri, now Visa Cash App Red Bull.
That is the worst. That's the worst.
Yeah. Team Visa Cash App Red Bull. They had Kendrick Lamar and his little cousin Baby Keem play at their car launch event.
Really?
Yes.
Why Kendrick out of all people?
Probably because they knew everyone was going to hate on their name. I've been like perusing the interwebs. No one is down for this name. Visa Cash App Red Bull.
It doesn't sound like a team that would be racing with like Ferrari and Mercedes and McLaren.
No.
It sounds like
a Formula D
Formula D team.
So yeah, we'll see where Carlos goes. Honestly, he might be in a predicament like Danny Rick was, where like he wants to be on a good team, but like all the good teams already have like drivers they're invested in.
It would be unfortunate because Carlos is such a good driver, and I feel like he deserves to be on a team where he can win.
Yeah.
When, let's not forget, he was the only person that beat Max last season.
He was.
Share the news to me about the Yankees. The only thing I know about the Yankees right now is that Juan Soto has officially joined the team.
All right. So, our favorite team.
Hold on. Let me clear up something. I watch a lot of Yankee games, and I am a fan of the Yankees. But
you wouldn't say it's your favorite team?
I don't know, because I feel like I've only watched the Yankees games, and like I see the other teams, but we mostly follow the Yankees because you love them. And I don't really think I have formed an opinion yet on like other teams.
So, state of baseball right now, the big notes. I mean, everyone's heard about Ohtani's crazy contract.
Yep. He's going to the Dodgers. They also signed this huge pitcher from Japan. Oh, yeah.
So they've had a lot of money stuff being thrown around now. So as of right now, they're the evil empire of baseball.
Well, we'll see how they actually do.
We'll see how good they are.
They actually haven't played together yet.
Last time there was an evil empire, they actually won. I mean, Ohtani just got off of like an alternative to Tommy John surgery, so he's not going to be pitching this upcoming season, but he will be batting. Year after, he will be pitching and batting. So next year, unless he gets injured again. So this upcoming season, they'll have Yamamoto and some other guy they signed as a pitcher, and then Ohtani will be just a DH. So that's that big news. My second favorite team, San Francisco Giants. They just got their new Korean stud. His name is Jung-Hoo Lee, who Giants fans are super excited about. Yeah. I went to a Giants game when they were playing the Dodgers in San Francisco, and I was dressed up in Yankees gear because, of course. And
Wait, hold on. Who was playing?
the Giants were at home playing against the Dodgers. And I was dressed up in Yankees gear. And I went to the game.
Isn't that a weird thing?
And I went to the game, and there were Dodgers and Giants fans going at each other. And there was a Giants fan, or I think it was a Dodgers fan, was looking back, and he's like, well, look at this guy. He's dressed in Yankee stuff. And then a Giants fan was like, well, at least he's not a Dodgers fan.
How old were you? Hold on. How old were you when this happened?
I was like 13 maybe, 14.
So some dude...
So I was like young.
So some dude was trying to get somebody to gang up
Yeah.
on you with him?
Oh, yeah.
That's fucked up.
Yeah. Yeah. So a lot of Yankees news. So we had a lot of really good relief pitchers that we don't no longer have. So Michael King, Wandy Peralta, not on the team anymore. Yeah. So that's the sad news. For us to be really good, we need two guys who are coming off injury to like really pick it up. Carlos Rodon, who we signed a big contract with, and last year he was not good because he was coming off an injury. And then Nasty Nestor Cortez. He came off injury last year too, and also went out there. So if they can step up and be good starting pitchers, then I think we'll be in a good shot.
Not every game has to rely on Garrett Cole to pitch to win.
Exactly, yeah. And we don't have as solid of a bullpen as we did last season to like recoup some of that loss. But we really didn't do that much recouping because we were like 82 and 80. So we got some other fill-in players for fielding to try and close some gaps. Alex Verdugo and Trent Grisham. There'll be solid defensive pieces, decent bats, not a whole lot to expect other than filling up some holes. Our boy, bodybuilder, Giancarlo Stanton, got so much shit from last year. Because he's a freaking snail and...
he was terrible. He wasn't hitting.
Yoked dude can't swing a bat at all. Well, he can. Just talking shit. He actually slimmed down over the off season.
Oh, really?
And has been working on a new swing because he can't just arm the ball out of the park anymore. So he's like trying to tone down and get a little bit more like overall fit so he can like run fast.
Yeah, I didn't know he was a slow runner until there was one time where he was running and I was like, it seems like he should have gotten there by now, and then you had told me that he's like an actual slow runner. I think
the commentator said that if it was anybody running other than him, they would have made it.
That's so funny and sad.
So yeah, he actually like his workout regimen was to tone it down and slim up over the offseason. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, so the two big additions to the Yankees now. New pitcher, Marcus Stroman. To give you an idea of like where he is. So Marcus Stroman last season pitched 136 innings and his ERA was 3.95.
Ooh.
So good. We'll see how he does. So I've heard he's like he's got personality. He's got some fire in the engine. You know, it should be fun to watch him.
I'm excited to see how Volpe's gonna do this year because he was doing so well last year, and it was just such a shame that his team season wasn't good when he was having such a good season. Yeah,
so I think the biggest hope for him is he just shores up his batting.
Yeah.
I mean, he was really good on defense. He maybe had like a couple errors, but I mean, the defense wasn't the problem.
Yeah.
For him. So that'll be good to see. But the real big news is the Yankees signed Mr. Juan Soto from the Padres. So we have him for next year, and then hopefully we'll sign him to a contract extension. So one thing that's interesting about him, it seems like he likes to hit it to the right side of the field, and the Yankees have a shorter right side for a home run. So hopefully we're going to be seeing a lot of home runs from him. Yeah, I'm excited. We'll see. It's exciting. Hopefully we'll have a better season than last year.
We're talking a lot more when we about it when the games start.
Mm-hmm. I'm amped.
Yeah.
I'm amped for the season.
It's too bad we can't talk about the Sharks like we're talking about baseball, because baseball right now, the Sharks right now are second worst in the league. I looked it up.
Yes. So
In the league.
So our favorite hockey team, San Jose Sharks, are just below the Anaheim Ducks and just above the Blackhawks. So there's really not anything interesting to share about the Sharks.
They're in a rebuilding phase. So
Yes.
they win some games. They win
A lot less than they lose.
less.
The joke now on the internet is when the Sharks beat you, you know you're in a bad spot.
That really is terrible. I don't remember which teams there are, but I read somewhere that there was a team that did 3 hat tricks.
In the same game?
Yes. Is that true? Am I making that up?
So it was the Minnesota Wild. Joel Eriksson Ek and Kirill Kaprizov. He's going to be a big name in the next couple seasons.
Okay.
Kaprizov. They each had hat tricks and tied the franchise record with 6 points for the Minnesota Wild, who faced a 3-goal deficit in the second period before storming back to victory with 6 unanswered goals in a 10-7 victory.
10-7? Wow, they didn't lose by that much.
10-7.
That's
That
nice.
is a very, very high scoring game. You barely see one team get 7, let alone 2.
Right.
I don't know if I've ever seen a game where somebody breaks 10. Now that I think about it, I don't know if I've watched a game where a team got into double digits, and this final score was 11-7. That's
Yeah.
impressive.
The last sport we have to talk about that we kind of followed, football.
True. Super Bowl did happen. Yes.
The Super Bowl happened. We were really pulling for the 49ers.
Yes.
And they were doing really good.
It was a really good game.
It looked like they were doing really well. And then they just weren't. Which
It was a really close game.
leads me to this whole conspiracy.
Oh my gosh. Like, do you think there's a conspiracy?
I, of course, do not think there's a conspiracy. I think it's ridiculous that there
People
is
do
even
think-
a conspiracy out there that the Chiefs won. And
It's because of Taylor Swift.
yeah, which we'll get into Taylor Swift in another episode.
Sure. I think it was last year when, because Mahomes was playing in the Super Bowl hurt, and they still won.
Yeah.
And I remember seeing people saying that, like, I think during that game, I believe there were, like, some questionable calls by the refs.
Mm-hmm.
And so people were definitely on the train of that the refs and the NFL are favoring them because Tom Brady's retired. They need a new face of the league. They want it to be the Chiefs, Mahomes, blah, blah, blah.
Listen,
Yeah.
you gotta give credit. Where
I mean,
credit is due. Like, Patrick Mahomes is...
He looks like a pretty good quarterback, yeah.
And from what I think I've read, it says that they're part of a dynasty. Like, haven't they won, like, 3? Not in a row.
Yeah, so they've won
But
2
I'm
in a
pretty
row.
sure they've already won 3.
They've won two in a row, and they've won 3 over the past
I want to say 4 years.
4 or 5 years, yeah.
Something like that.
Something like
so
that.
people are like, oh, it's just the only reason they won is because of the whole Taylor Swift trap. But I was like, but they are technically already a dynasty. You always told me that, like, football fans, like, love football. But I didn't realize how much they actually loved it. Because I just started watching it really, like, this season.
Yeah.
Like, we didn't watch every single game, but we did watch them more often
We
than
watched
we have.
a decent amount, yeah.
And as I'm, like, scrolling and looking through, like, 49ers news, there are fans who have, like, full-on tattoos of, like, 49ers players or, like, just, like, the San Francisco. And, like, it's really interesting to me that their lives are so, like, they're so devoted to this game of football.
It's like...
There's nothing wrong with it. I just think it's so interesting that...
It's like a borderline religion. You know, they, like, The games happen on Sunday. They don't do anything else on Sunday other than sit at home and watch football and practice their religion, football.
I've seen so many like wives, like football wives is what they're called. That like they're like, what do we do now on Sundays? Because they like have their husband back because they're not watching football.
It is, yeah. When people love football, they love football.
Yeah.
Love it.
We're about to end this.
Okay.
But since we're about to watch The Bachelor.
We are.
Tonight. Have you been enjoying it?
This is probably the season that I have enjoyed the most.
This is a really good season. And a lot of people are agreeing that Joey is a really good Bachelor. If anyone's wondering, the reason why I'm making him watch this is because we have a TV guide where we pick 3 shows a day. And you'll have like your pick, or Vince's pick, my pick, and then
our pick.
Yeah, our pick. A show we watch together. And my pick for Tuesdays
is The Bachelor. Yeah, I've been enjoying it. I have like 3. I'll say three girls that I think are like top 3. Daisy, Lexi, and probably Maria.
Maria, yeah.
Yeah.
I think
probably the top 3.
I think mine's also Daisy, Maria, and I really like Kelsey.
There it is, yeah.
I like Kelsey. I like both the Kelseys.
Yeah.
And I also like Lexi. I like more than 3 right now. But they're pretty good picks.
I've been liking that people aren't really crying for no reason.
Yeah, or like creating drama and stuff for no reason.
Well, the one girl that was creating drama for no reason got to cut the F out.
Yeah, Sydney. Anyways, so those are your top 3.
Those are my top 3.
This was fun.
It was.
Thanks for listening to our
therapy sesh. Join us next time.
Bye. The lighting suck. You know what? It doesn't matter because this is not to watch. So the video can be ass. Did I record it?
Yeah, it's recorded.